Alright, I'm Sovereign Sage, and it's actually been a while since I was able to get back to this because I had to go have 4 teeth pulled. Um, no, they were not my wisdom teeth. I think one of them was. But I'm still recovering, actually. It's only been 3 days. My other teeth are hurting, so I've been trying to eat some stuff, but I need to have work done on some of my other teeth. And my right fang tooth is not doing so well, and I was trying to eat with it, and I wound up making it hurt also. And even the IV that they put in my arm, my right arm, bruised really bad, so it kind of like even hurts when I move my arm around and stuff like that. So due to that, I've been trying to take a break, but I've been really trying to hurry and finish this game. But when they pulled those teeth, though, they did say that I had like an infection. So they put me on this medication that's kind of making me feel not like sick, but I took it a bit ago and it like put like a pain in my stomach. Man, that fang tooth really hurts. It's also sore because I had a tooth pulled right next to it, so that's why that one's hurting me like that. But you know, it's whatever, I guess. So where we left off last time, we were getting closer to the truth. Like I was saying in my last video, there's a lot of stuff in this game that's really obvious. The game practically literally tells you about what's going on, but the game still acts as if though you don't know when it's only obvious. So I'm gonna replay through the first few seconds or first few minutes of what I did in the last video, mainly due to the fact that this chapter had just started when I ran out of time. So we're gonna just repeat just a little bit of it. If you did see the last video, at the end of it, I was being trolled by Kagari. I turned around and she had like her red wheelchair directly behind me when it wasn't there a second ago. Like, so we're gonna have to deal with her. I don't know why she starts bothering Toshiro, because she was originally, I think Misaki had saw her first. No, Ruka saw her first, then Misaki. And now she's moved on to Toshiro. So it's like she's trying to troll all 3 of the main player characters, and I don't really know why. I don't understand why she would be doing that. We're gonna find out, I guess. So while investigating Haibara Infirmary, Toshiro discovers that the procedures performed on his patients were both inhumane and illegal. They were being used as test subjects by director Shigeto Haibara to some unknown end. Shigeto's son Yo was also complicit in these crimes because he helped him do it. But why was Shigeto so obsessed with finding a cure for Moonlight Syndrome? See, this is what annoys me about this, is in one of the texts you pick up in his office, he literally says that his daughter, Yo's older sister Sakuya, had been afflicted with it, and he could not find a cure for her at all. And you know, if it's your daughter, you want to do anything to help her, and that's how he felt. And not only that, it was believed that his wife had felt that it was her fault that the daughter got the syndrome. She said that it was her fault when it actually wasn't, but the mother couldn't take it. You know, like when you have a child of your own that's suffering, you feel like it's your fault, and she like let it go to her head, and she couldn't take it anymore and had committed suicide. So that's why Shigeto became more obsessed with trying to find a cure, because he lost his wife because of it, and he didn't want her loss to be for nothing, even though if you look at it that way, it still was, because she did that for no reason, because it was not her fault. It was the island's fault, and the fact that Sakuya participated in the kagura, the dances, that's what caused it. It wasn't anything she did. So it's kind of like, what? So the biggest clue so far is the Rogetsu Kagura ceremony, with the kagura being the cause of Moonlight Syndrome, like I literally just said, and so many patients. The Haibaras believe that its masks and music held the key to a cure. It does not. The kagura was also being held on the day of the girls' disappearances 10 years ago. Is this more than just a coincidence? And who is the woman in the disturbing picture painted by one of the patients? So, no, the girls were kidnapped to use in the ritual 10 years ago, like Ruka, Misaki, Madoka, Marie, and Tomoe. They were all kidnapped for this reason. It was not a coincidence. And he's talking about Yuko Magaki. He keeps painting Sakuya. That's who's in the paintings. Like, this what kind of gets a little frustrating is this, the game tells you these things. You pick up notes in game and stuff like that, and they literally tell you, yet the game keeps asking questions that I feel like if you've gone through this game before, when you see that, it will become annoying. There's other games that do this exact same stuff, where like the game tells you straight out what something is, yet the character in game will keep asking what it is. And it gets frustrating. There's a lot of games that do that, actually. So in the last video at the end, this is the Vision of Oblivion. So this is that moonlight garden that I was talking about. That, this is the garden that Ruka first meets Kageri in. It's also the garden that Choshiro was in years ago when he saw Sakuya for the first time. And anyone who saw her would become bloomed or would blossom themselves. She would inflict it upon them just by seeing her. And it was believed that Choshiro did stare directly at her for a long time. Like, he literally stared at her for like 20 seconds. This scene, it seems familiar. 2 years after the last festival, I came here in pursuit of Haibara. I saw that woman, and I can't remember after that. Yeah, so it's hard I need to remember about him. Is this lens here, the orange one, is the only one that you can take photos with, as where the other lenses are mainly to attack. And with the other girls' cameras, all I do is change the film and I'm able to take a regular photo versus a damaging photo. And with him, it's based on his lenses. I mean, it still acts the same. You know what I mean? Like, his lens is in place of the film. His flashlight works differently. He uses moonlight power. It's not really that complicated, but sometimes it's just a little annoying to have to keep switching it. But when you look at it that way, it's like, yeah, it's annoying to have to keep switching his lenses, but when you're playing as the other girls, when it comes to their cameras, you have to switch the film. Like, either way, you're still switching something. So, like, if you look at it based on that, it doesn't really matter. So this is from the guy who painted all this stuff. So the visions continue to bring me more and more masterpieces. And since I have come to Ragetsu Hall, they have only increased in the beauty of their finality. For instance, take my piece entitled 5 Girls Seeking Light. It depicts those naive and foolish girls crying for help while oblivious to their crime. A mixture of hope and despair, the weight of the task, which they are burdened. Which they are burdened. I felt like I read that wrong. Such beautiful girls, this piece can truly be called the embodiment of my visions. If I start reading funny, it's because, like I said, I had 4 teeth pulled, all on the top, 2 on the left and 2 on the right. So they're still healing. So if I can't talk right, there's nothing I can do. So anyway, and now the visions spread endlessly before my eyes. And then there is nothing. These visions are the flowers of salvation. Yes, they bring about the salvation that we have all been waiting for. We will all be saved by our own annihilation. He's losing his shit. Bright, blinding annihilation will bloom over this land. All filth and dirtiness will blossom. Stop ye and witness the flower woman. See her face filled with the beauty of annihilation. The face with no face, the flower of annihilation. And it's just come repetitively. I'm not even going to read that. I don't have the transcript for it right now. I would have to pull it up from the original text. I did read the original in my last video. So if you want to see how different it is, you can go check it there, because I'm not going to be rereading it. I currently have it pulled up on Kageri's text. This room has a weird sound impression. So there's 2 doors that lead out of here, but I believe the one that goes here is the one locked. It's locked. We have to go out this way and go around this way, because you're going to wind up seeing Choshiro. Choshiro ends up seeing Haibara, so he sees Yo, so I need to open the door and go to the other way. I almost miss him sometimes, so I'm gonna have to go like this. It's weird, he just appears there like that. Okay. Yeah, so when he keeps saying I'm chasing Haibara, like, he's not chasing his father, he's chasing Yo. I don't think Chishiro had anything to do with his father. Huh? I almost fucked it up. I think I'm gonna just stay in photo lens for now. So you see how that chair's not here? Okay. I forgot he appears twice. Alright, so how long will my sister be asleep? I've tried everything to cure her. I've dirtied my hands with illegal, unethical experiments. I even performed the rite of descent, the ceremony that legends say brought about the Day of Tranquility. But the rite failed, and now my sister is trapped in limbo, halfway between life and death. What went wrong? What was missing? Why did I come all this way? It would be easier for me if I could just forget all of this. The only hope I have left is in this painting. Everyone else is frightened of it, but standing before it I feel a sense of peace and calm. My sister will awaken. One day she will awaken. Okay, Ebony Key. It leads to Rogetsu Hall, bottom floor, basement floor 1. Yeah, that's that door that I've been trying to get to with Ruka. And the guy's like, no, you can't. Because the living aren't allowed to go there. So key for the basement, that's where that woman came from. What could be in there? The woman in this picture. I feel like I know her from somewhere. See, in the original version, he says, this woman, I know her. So when I turn around, see, it's there. Okay, Kageri. These 5 girls. This looks like that place underneath the infirmary. I think you're supposed to pick up something. Because she attacks you, like, right away. She's there. You can't see her because she's a ghost, but she's literally standing in front of me. Let me see something for a moment. What do I got? That way his are all maxed out. So now we just need to work on this. So records in the book. So I don't know if I want to read all of these again, since I had already did so in the last video, but so... With the disappearances on the island and possibly murders, I can't read, possibly murders on the mainland, motivated by his efforts to treat his sister's condition more than just a fraternal love. Like, what does that even mean? So profiling. So Yuka Magaki was 51. He was an artist. He was affected with Moonlight Syndrome. He stayed on the 3rd floor of Rogetsu Hall. Progression of Moonlight Syndrome accompanied by increasingly severe hallucinations. Retained the images he saw in his mind and immortalized them as paintings. Yuko is an alias. His real name is unknown. So, eerie similarities exist between his paintings and later events on Rogetsu Isle. Are his visions genuine premonitions? Hints of a connection between the ceremonies and the mass disappearances. So Haibara's older sister was the woman in red I saw on the day of the mass disappearances. Yo's older sister. Yes, it was. But I can't remember what happened after I saw her. Yeah, 'cause he like blacked out or something. I just happened to be on Rogetsu Isle at the time in search for Haibara. While looking for him, I saw that woman in red in the courtyard at Rogetsu Hall. I'll never forget the feeling of being overwhelmed by her power. Has she got something to do with the mass disappearances? Yes, she was one who caused all of them. Come on. Oh my god. For some reason, the rite of descent, Kiraiko, was not completed successfully. Haibara's sister became the living dead and remained in a sleep-like state. So, Haibara was hiding on this island, waiting for his sister to wake up. Yes. He was like literally there the whole time. He never left. They don't really want me to go through all this shit, do they? Da, da, da. Man, the oppression. Just that. So vocal. So she subsequently lost her voice, subsequently lost her memory and left for a while. She never smiled again. She was proud to have been chosen from another island to take part in the ritual. She went missing shortly after the festival. Miyoshi Tsukikaze. Then who was... Yeah, the vessel. Maiden at the center of the Kagura, spirits of the dead enter her body, are pacified and sent back to the underworld. Died during it, yeah. She was the first one. I'm trying to figure out if she wasn't Tsubaki Tono. And I think she was. Because when you go to Tsubaki Tono's grave in part 13, I went to her grave at the end. And when you go to her grave, that woman appears next to you with the mask, the same thing. I even have a picture that I saved of her. So I'm pretty sure that was Tsubaki Tono. God, this scrolls slow sometimes. Like, Fatal Frame 5 is the same way. Believe it or not, Fatal Frame 5 is the same way. Like, when you would scroll through shit, it would be slow. I couldn't talk, so I was trying to read. Okay. See, I caught a photo of her. This is at the grave. It's the exact same lady. So that is Tsubaki Tono then. Weird. Don't know how I feel about that. I have controlled weird. What the fuck? Alright, I know I'm stalling because we have to fight her. She's not tough. This should be alright. I think it's when you go to leave. Kageri. Kageri, we could talk about this. I did nothing. My lock-on isn't working. Okay, now it is. Kageri? What? Hey, what is that? God. Oh my god. Something is lying where she disappeared. What is her problem? She's one of the most unique ghosts in the whole entire game. Her and Sakuya are the only two unique ghosts. Everybody else is just like guy with mask. Like her and Sakuya are the only two unique ghosts that exist. And I guess Ruka's father. So yeah. A day of piercing sunshine. I was sitting on the veranda in the courtyard when it appeared. It came up the steps, and the air in the courtyard froze. The one with no face, the one who is dead yet walks. The one with no face looked at a man standing in the garden. His face was destroyed. Those who saw his face had their faces destroyed. It should be those who saw her. And the one with no face went inside the hall as though nothing had happened. It begins. For the first time in my life, I, who was born to die, felt a rush of exhilaration. It begins. It has begun. I feel that nervous feeling of anticipation like a child feels before their first trip away from home to a faraway, unfamiliar place. That's really specific. Let's go a little further than usual for today's walk. Somewhere we haven't been in a while. Shall we head to the beach? She's talking to the fucking doll. She has a doll of herself that she pushes around. So, pulling on my mic cord, oops. I think the original was... The sunlight was strong when she appeared. I was standing on the courtyard veranda. She came upstairs. The air in the courtyard stopped moving. She had no face. The faceless person was the walking dead. She looked at a man in the garden. That man's face was destroyed. The faces of people that looked at her face were destroyed. As if it were nothing, that woman went into the hall. It started. Since I was born dead, it was my first feeling of elation. It started. It was like going somewhere far away. It made me feel young again. On today's walk, I might go somewhere far away. Maybe I can finally go to the beach again. Like, that's what the original says. What the fuck? Alright. You know what I can say compared to this version and the original? When it comes to opening doors, they made it faster. The original was really slow. When you would go to open a door, it would fucking take 5,000 years. It would take forever. I still think it's funny how when he walks, it's like he's rubbing the flashlight against the wall. It's like, what? So I think we need to get to that, room. Yeah, it's way faster. Let me hit my save point. Okay. Took forever. Yeah, I think we are supposed to go to... I think the room that I couldn't get into with Ruka before. Okay, let me see. Wow. We really want me to run around and dress like that? And look at how much points they want for it. That's funny, the first outfit is just his surf shorts. You know, you can't run around like that, man. You just can't. Besides, I like the outfit he has on already. Why would I change it? So we're literally to the end of the game. I've been wanting to finish it quickly for the longest time. See, he keeps rubbing the flashlight against the wall. Stop that. Like, what is he doing? Why does he do that? You could see how his hand's being pulled? Because he's rubbing it against the fucking wall. Bro. Come on. I can't get in there. Let's see. I think... Because this isn't the right way we're supposed to be going, but I'm trying to remember if there was something we were supposed to get in Naruka's room. Or no, it was Sakuya's, wasn't it? Yeah, but, yeah, we're going to the room where Kageri was, but... I'm trying to remember why. Because she appears there to you for a reason, right? I'm trying to... Because this is her room back here. Because she showed up there for a reason, so I'm gonna go see what the fuck her problem is. Oof. She's here. Anytime the sound changes like that. Hey. Man, the sound depression. Female mannequin wearing a cracked mask. Yeah, that's... You gotta be careful because that one will turn and stare at you. Man, the sound depression in here. There's supposed to be something there. Like right here. They're red hue despite having dried out. You know why? I think when I was here with Misaki last time, I didn't do it correctly. There was something you were supposed to do in here, and I didn't do it right. back here. Is it here now? Can I do it now? Where is it? See how he's glowing blue like that? There's something here. This is what I couldn't do. You're supposed to aim at this like this and get a photo, and I couldn't do it. Oh wait, is that it? Upgrade. God, what is with the chanting, dude? You can hear him like chanting in here. Like the sound oppression in this room is absurd. What did I get? Acquire. Greatly increases the number of photos points attained. Oh, okay. I don't know. Like I said, you do have to be careful coming into different ghost rooms because you can activate shit where you have to fight them again. I don't know how I feel about that. It's in the original version. I think it was called exploit. It wasn't called acquire. See what I mean? There's things in this game that you can just straight up miss, and that's what's like been infuriating me lately. There is an image in here that I think you're supposed to get with Misaki, and I can't get it. You're supposed to aim at that one coffin in the center, and you're supposed to be able to get an image, and for some reason it doesn't want to work for me, and I don't know why. Because you're supposed to aim, like this coffin in the middle right here, you're supposed to aim at it, and it's supposed to be like one of the hidden, what are they called, wraiths, I think? Or specter, what do they call them? No, it'll be here. No, it would be here. Ghosts. Because the wraiths are the, I think it's a specter. Or no, it's a revenant, actually. Yeah, it's a revenant. There's two of them I've missed. There's the one there, and then the one when we were at the trash can area before we in part 13. Because you're supposed to take a picture of that coffin, and it's supposed to show this one here, like her. Yeah, I want to get out of here. Go to leave. I hate when you try to run like that and he gets stuck in the doorway. So see, coming back to Kagari didn't... Well, maybe I'll stay in photo lens for now. Didn't have any merit. I mean, yeah, you got the acquire thingy, but it wasn't recommended. Well, I guess it was just to get that, because you could miss that. That's what I was saying. There's certain level ups in this game that if you don't get them at that time, you miss them. Because I'm pretty sure I'm missing a lens with Misaki. I didn't pick it up, and I'm pretty sure I'm missing it, and I gotta remember where it is. And funny thing is I kind of don't. So I think I should be able to take the elevator down. I wonder if I should do that. Because we need to get to that damn room, and I think... Because we're on the current... We need to go down. Reload the map. See, this is where we need... But I don't know if the elevator takes me down here. I don't think it does. Or it might. I'm trying to remember where the landing is on the bottom floor. I can't really remember because I only ever went there one time with Ruka. It's taking a long time for the elevator to get up here. This is where Misaki was originally. Oh god, that thing over my head. How convenient. Is it this? Jesus Christ. Shutting another episode. Quickly get the doctor. It's Sakuya. Yeah, you can reach Sakuya's room from here. I wonder if that's where I think I need to go. So, isolation room report. So, this is what the original says. No, that's not the original. I'll read the original last. I was going to read it first, but forget it. Under the direct orders of Director Haibara, I've been put in charge of the special patient on the 4th floor. He told me her name is Sakuya, but what am I supposed to call her? Her name may well be Sakuya, but she almost never responds no matter how many times I call her that. As far as I can tell, her name has changed. It was hard to accept this at first, but I think she's becoming another person. Very slowly, very gently. It wouldn't be the first patient I've seen whose name changed along with their personality. This one is different, though. She has no fixed name. No, she has no name at all. What am I supposed to call her? Uh-huh. So I think the original was, by direct instruction from the director, I was assigned to take care of the special patient on the 4th floor. Her name is Sakuya. The director gave me her name along with some reports, but what should I call her? Okay, of course her name is Sakuya, but she rarely replies when I call that name. Her name is always changing. It's hard to believe, but she seems to become a different person sometimes, just so slowly that you can barely notice. I have seen patients whose characters have changed and they began to refer to themselves by different names, but she's different. Her name is never the same. No, she has no name, but what should I call her? Who was it that was assigned to her again? It was one of the nurses who, like, freaked out. I don't know. I wonder if I should go to her room. Go to her room and get freaked out. Because Choshiro has seen her, and I think he doesn't have any recollection of it. God, the sound oppression in here. The fucking chain swinging in the other room, you can hear it. That. Oh my god. Okay. Stop rubbing the flashlight against the wall. It's hard to move you when you do that. Seriously, he gets stuck. I feel like I'm losing my mind again. Come on. When I turn the corner, see how he's getting stuck? All day. Stop, stop. Oh my god. Oh, the oppression in here. What the fuck? Should be a tape. Okay. I don't know if my sound capture picks it up, but every time I enter a different room, the sound oppression is like so loud. Like that, like, I don't know how to explain. This is the sound of, oh my god. Like, please. There's diary on the floor. I finally found the courage to read my mother's final words. She was afraid that I would meet the same terrible fate as her. Like her, I am sensitive to many kinds of things. Perhaps I will end up the same as her. What will happen to my little brother then? I'm more worried for him than myself. He acts so tough that everyone is scared of him, but I know that deep inside he's actually a very gentle person and easily hurt. In his efforts to try to protect me, he ends up hurting others. I wish I could be with him forever, at his side, guiding the kindness in him towards good, before I end up like my mother. Oh my god. And I think the original is, I finally read my mother's note about her decision. Mother was very worried about me because I was going to face the same pain as she did. My mother was, what is it, predisposed to a sensitivity to many things. Can't read because of my teeth issue. Perhaps I will have to face the same pain as my mother. Back then, what happened to my brother? Ever since, I have been afraid. That's already completely different. That child goes around with an air of evil and fear around her, around him. Even the original wasn't translated correctly. What the fuck? But I know that he is, in the original text I'm reading right now, it says, but I know that she, but it's supposed to be, but I know that he is really very gentle and vulnerable. I have to protect him before he hurts somebody else. See, this is funny. In the original text, it says I have to protect her before she hurts somebody else, but she's talking about her brother. So the original Wii version didn't even translate it correctly either. That's okay. That's what I'm here for. We're here to proofread and fix. If it's permitted, I want to be together with him. More often it's not. It says her again. To be near her. It's to be near him and lead him in the right direction with kindness, following the same fate as my mother. Wow. That's already different. So the moment I back out of this note, I'm gonna have to fight the stupid doctor's assistant and that lady. No! Motherfucker, wait. Chaining! That did nothing. Do it. Do it. Do it, you coward. Yeah. Oh no, he ballooned. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh no. No. What the fuck? It's so nuts. Where you at? Where you at? Where you running? Where you hiding? Where you going? No. That didn't do it. Still alive. Read the shadows. Read the shadows. Yes. I was right. Told you it should be to the left. Fuck. Something is lying where the ghost disappeared. Oh, great. At last, the preparations for the rite of descent, Kiriko, have reached their final stages. I can't read. Director Haibara has given the order to bring Sakuya. She seems very calm as she was led from her room. Probably because she doesn't know what the hell's going on. Her condition has been so unstable until recently. I wasn't sure she would make it to the day of the ceremony, but there she was, sitting down, cool and collected. Cool, calm, and collected! Anyway, when our eyes met, she looked at me with a smiling expression that seemed to see right through me. Through everything. Until now, I wasn't able to keep the face of the... I can't read. Until now, I was never able to keep the face of the one with no face in my mind, but I can finally see it clearly. I never realized she had such a kind face. What the fuck? But soon Sakuya will put on the mask, and her face will be hidden from view once more, eclipsed. I want to look at her face a little while longer. Before she's brought to the director's office. Who can say if I'll ever lay eyes on her face again? That's getting a little fucking weird. Alright. So let's read what the original says to this. So the original says, we have entered the final stages of preparation for the ceremony of passage, and the director ordered that Sakuya be brought here. Sakuya was calm. Until recently, I was so confused until today. I didn't think I even knew what was happening. Then Sakuya sat there with a dignified appearance. And then she looked at me with a floating smile that seemed to penetrate everything. Oh my god. Before this, I could never remember this faceless person's face. But at that time, her face was finally clear. I didn't realize such a kind face could do such a thing. However, Sakuya will be masked soon, and her face will again be hidden. Now I'm going to the director's office to try to see that person's face just a little more. That's kind of fucking weird that one of the female nurses is saying that. She's like, I just want to stare at her forever. Oh my god. Yo Haibara's tape. Yo talking with his sister. God. Every time I come to see you, you become a little more lost. I took Ayako for a visit, yeah. Getting long, you don't even recognize your own brother anymore. This room I had built for you for your protection. It's more a prison than a sanctuary. If someday you get better, let's leave this place. We'll take Ayako with us and leave this island behind. Just the three of us. Oh my God. So that's what I was trying to figure out. Is Ayako also their sister? Because they said she was treated differently than the other patients. And that Dr. Haibara, Chikato Haibara, regarded her highly. So I think the original... See, I wasn't translating the tapes originally. But I think the original, what he really originally says is, my sister keeps breaking down. Where she doesn't remember Ayako anymore. Someday, she may not remember anything about me either. We created this room for her, but... No, it's a prison. Someday, if she's cured, she will be released. And we'll finally get off this island, the three of us. Together. Yeah, I think that's what the original tape says. So he was talking to her when she was in the coma that she was in. I guess he went into her room and was talking to her. But, like, she didn't know that he was there. It's kind of depressing when you think about it. Like, you kind of feel sorry for the ghosts in this area after a while, when you learn their true nature. Yeah, they're talking to me again. The garden area. So this is the room he built for her, but he said it was a prison. Doesn't really look like a prison to me. Thought I heard that shinging sound of an item. You know what's funny? This pattern on the wall, on the floor, is a pattern in another game. I think in Soul Calibur 5, it was a pattern you could put on your character's outfits. So every time I see it, I'm just like, why is that there? Just wander around her room for a minute. I don't think there's anything I can click or pick up. Okay, we need to get to that room in the basement. But if I remember correctly, when you try to go to the basement again, you get attacked by that stupid nurse lady. Because she, like, has an obsession, and she's like, no, you can't do that. Ha 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 ha. Whatever you call that, I don't know. Man, this fucking hallway is oppressive. Look at this shit. Yeah, I already got the doll that's up there. Don't worry about it. Oh, wait. Okay. Running around at the speed of the moon because you hardly ever see it. That made no sense. I like this angle. Look at this angle. The way he opens the door, I swear. Okay. No, hold on. Fuck. Yeah, I think when you go here, I think that's when they try to attack you because they don't like you leaving. That one nurse lady's like, no, I don't want you to discover the fucking truth that I'm a freak. Next, there's a textbook you're supposed to pick up. So I have to look for the original text from the game. and I have to find what they're called. And the funny thing is that what the texts are called in the remake, they're called something different in the original. So when I'm trying to look for it, I'm like, is this it? I think it's 2 of them I have to fight. That's why I have the right lens equipped. I should be able to do it. It says, when do ghosts ride elevators? Okay. Come on. Hold on, my moon power won't charge. Give me a minute. Hold on. Fuck no. Can't move. Something is laying where the ghost disappeared. So on-duty nurse's notes. So, this infirmary has been getting stranger and stranger every day since she was taken down to the court of the unhallowed. For one thing, they aren't letting us nurses bring the patient her meals. There are no, I can't read. There are non-infirmary staff handling that. Strange people wearing masks. Who are they? I asked the director, but he won't tell me. No one else has managed to get an answer from him, and we've been banned from even talking about it. All I can do is keep quiet and watch over the room where she sleeps. I fear the opening of this door. I've seen the pictures Yukamaki draws. Pictures of a woman just like her, raising up from the under the ground with consuming everything I can't read. The image is burned into my mind. When she awakens, this infirmary may well be destroyed. No, the whole island will be destroyed. The process of destruction may already have been put into motion a very long time ago, fermenting slowly. It's been 2 years since the Kagura. Soon there will be a partial eclipse. How long do I have to stay down here? I'd sooner this page is cut out. Yeah, I was trying to get it, but it takes a while to charge the moon energy. You can't just shoot it immediately. You have to let it build for a second. And that's what's fucking me up. That's how she was able to touch me. Damn woman. Laying her fucking hands on me. I'm not that mad. I'm really not. That came off way more aggressive than I meant. Okay, so the original is... Since that woman was rushed to the Morning Palace, which is the Hall of the Unhallowed or whatever it was called, this hospital is becoming stranger with each passing day. The person bringing food to her was an outsider, not hospitalized personnel. They were wearing a mask, right? Who were they? I asked the doctor, but he didn't answer. Speaking of this must also be prohibited. I will just quietly watch over the door to her room. I'm afraid to open the door. I've seen Makaki's paintings. A painting with a woman awakening from the basement. Everything in that painting feels disastrous. I just know it. That scenery is seared into my mind. When she awakens, perhaps this hospital will be destroyed. No one visits this island anymore. Perhaps in truth it's already been fermenting here for a long time. Growing for a very long time. 2 years have already passed since the day of the Urugetsu Kagura. The day of the lunar eclipse nears. Will I be here forever? Soon I... And then it's cut out. It says the writing on this page has been interrupted, but in the remake, it says that it's been torn out. And that's because it was. They ripped it the fuck out. They're like, you can't read that. Get that out of here. So we need to get to the first floor, I thought. Because I keep trying to go there, but I'm also going around and exploring other places because I didn't do that enough with Misaki and I missed the fucking lens. Had I have gone straight down to that floor where I was gonna go, I would have missed the alarm. The alarm thing. I would have missed it. I think this is the time when you're playing as Shoshiro, you really do need to go around and look at different shit. Like, go to places that he normally hasn't been to. I think it's recommended. And my save point's not here. It's a hidden door. One section of the wall is separated from the rest. It doesn't budge when pushed. So, I think... Do I have to find a way to open that secret door? Not only that, when I was trying to eat something earlier, I think I bit down wrong on my upper right where I had those 2 teeth pulled out. Because what I was eating was like a ham and cheese pizza pocket, and it slipped off my fang tooth when I bit down into it. And I think I fucking bit wrong, and I can feel it. That's why it's been hurting. I really need to be careful with those extraction sites. They told me not to do stuff like that. There's a save point over here. I'm gonna go get it. Just real quick. Okay. No, I should actually manually save. I'll be alright. This is not the first time I've had teeth pulled. You know what I mean? It's not the first time. It just sucks. I can't even buy any, Oh, look at this. Oh, you can buy the crush lens from here? What? Explode. When used, pushes back all ghosts in the area. Dude, I want this one. Gimme. A trade completed! Can you imagine him saying it like that? Because I'm not giving him them fucking shorts. That's fucking weird. Okay. God, I got a ghost filter. Every time there's a ghost filter like that, that means that there's something there. Okay, but I bought it, but it's not for him. It's for Ruka. See that green on the screen? What the fuck? Wow, he turned awkwardly. There was supposed to be something up here right here, but I tried to get it last time and they wouldn't give it to me, and it was really fucking infuriating. There is an image up here of like woman looking down or something, and I remember it very clearly, and when I tried to get it before, they wouldn't let me. It's driving me nuts. Yeah, that's the crush lens. I was wondering where I got it from, because in the other games, it's one of the strongest lenses. And they wouldn't let me pick it up. Like, I couldn't figure out where to pick it up. I didn't realize I had to buy it. Yeah, that grain filter that's all over the screen, that's not normal, because it's not clear. Really hope there isn't something near me that I'm missing. What was that? Did you hear that? We're going to Ayaka's room because she was mentioned. I don't know why the fuck I'd be doing this. Hope she doesn't attack my ass. So this is the first time Choshiro's been in here. Because Misaki's been in here and Ruka's been in here, but he's never been in here. Can he even fit in there? Oh god, it's a fucking grudge room. So when it glows blue like that, you need to find out what it is. I'm not getting it right. It is there. Hold on. Oh wow, that's completely different than what the original is. I hate everything about that. Oh god. That's not at all what the original photo used to look like in the original Wii version. That's way worse. Come on. You're supposed to pick up a key in here. Over here? supposed to walk in there, right? In that little box that I was aiming at, you're supposed to be able to pick up a small key and a film reel. And it's like supposed to highlight for you. Or maybe it's not. Maybe I just needed to select it myself. Oh God. Well. Okay. Man, that tooth where I bit down wrong. I'm trying to find the original subtext. If you're ever wondering why I stall when it comes to passages, it's because I'm trying to look up what the original says. Because it's just called Black Notebook, but there's like a fifth one you're picking up in here. And they're not specifically titled. They're just called Black Notebook. I think this is it. So let's see. This is my first time back to the island in quite a while. It's exactly the same as when I left it. Almost as if time doesn't flow the same way here as it does in the rest of the world. My sister is the same as ever too. She's just like she was when we were children. I can't read. Because I was going to say like she was just like she was when she was a child, but that's not what it said. I feel like she's gotten more innocent as she's grown up. No, not less. Then again, maybe I'm just leaving her behind as I press on, getting ahead in life. Anyway, that's besides the point. My father was right. We don't have the luxury of choice. When I see the state she's in, I'm not sure if I can even wait until the Kagura. But I know how important the timing is. If she's in this condition because she was the vessel of the Kagura, then our only hope is to make her do it again. Why? No, wait. Simply performing the Rogetsu Kagura with her isn't enough. The Kagura is for tourists. We need something more powerful than that. We have to bring back its original form, the ancient rite of descent. I can hear the nurse shouting from across the room. There's a girl crying. Seems like Ayako has been naughty again. Father says she's just like me, always getting into mischief. Such fun. Ayako knows how to have fun too. She knows the best ways to toy with her playthings. She understands the same thing I do. The only way to stay alive any amount of time on this island and changing the island is to have a little fun. What the fuck? So the original is, I came back to this island after a long time and still nothing has changed. It's as if time has stopped on the island. My sister is unchanged. She remains a little girl. What the fuck? When my sister is calm, the air around her becomes more transparent and pure than before. Maybe she is just more cooperative than she was in the first place. Nevertheless, Father says there is no choice. When they word shit like that, it sounds horribly wrong and incesty, and I really don't like it. When he's like, my sister seems so pure. Like, stop, dude. She's older than you. Stop. We will see if the day of the Rogetsu Kagura has an effect on my sister's symptoms. Even if it causes my sister to become sick, the ritual must be performed again, and the role of the Utsuwa, the vessel, must once again be served. We must attempt the ceremony of passage. What an idiot. The current tourist festival is useless. I have to revive the most primordial Kagura, the ceremony of passage. I can hear the raised voice of a nurse in the room on the other side. A lone girl is crying. It sounds like you, Ayako. In a chat with my father, he said Ayako excessive mischief. That's literally what it says. He said Ayako excessive mischief. Interesting. You know how to have fun, Ayako. Your way of handling toys, in quotations, is interesting. To keep living honestly on this old-fashioned island, having fun, quotations, is the most important thing. The fuck? Yeah, I think I just need to touch it. Shape of this lock. Could it be? That was the small key he got, right? Okay. I don't dare set foot on the mainland. I'd be arrested for sure. And with good cause. Look at his arm freaking out. I am notorious for my crimes. The island is the safest place for me now. Detective Kirishima has been sniffing around, but I doubt he'll find me. I've actually rather been enjoying our dangerous little game of hide and seek. Why?